Cows are not citizens of Nigeria.
So, Mr. President, cows are not citizens of Nigeria, but
you didn't hear what I said. Senator Nehru, are you arguing with me?
No,
I said cows are not citizens. The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria.
Yes.
And cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Cows can come in from Niger. They can come in from Chad, anywhere. But cows are not citizens. So, your point of order is noted, but rejected. You want to make contribution on the debate? Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm against the idea of restricting movement of Nigerians from one state to another.
No, that would not happen.
Right now, citizens of Nigeria.
Why Nigerians, we have become so edgy now. Maybe because of the food we eat now. We eat so much of Maggi. We have become so impatient that we don't want to listen to each other. We don't want to, provide solutions that will be workable to our country. Mr. Speaker, I sit here, my colleague is saying the cattle and the herdman, values his cows more than the lives he is killing, which is not true. You can't sit down here and just make conclusions. Yes, the herdsman values even the life of the cow more than his own life. That is how God has created him.
No cow, not even 10 billion cows, is up or has enough value like a human being. It's not up to one human life. So when you say God has created them in such a manner that they value their cows more than human beings, I find that very insulting and demeaning.
Well, the problem is not that we are discussing whether cow are more important or is more important to a person's life. This conversation is not new. We've had it over and over again. The only challenge I have is that it is the place it is being conversed, it is being spoken about. The National Assembly should not be a place for retards, for mumus, for people with disorders, people that have lost senses, that they have allowed their ethnic or their religious ideology to penetrate their brains. And again, like I've always said, if this country is going to move forward, we must continue to look back at the quality of minds that we send to represent us. It gets to show clearly that the people around there, because if this is who represents you, I can tell that this is your best bet, right? Obviously, you guys should not be. It is in situations like this that I see there is really no reason why we should continue to have this marriage, because we have two variables, two different set of thinking patterns. Of course, the South has also got their own inequalities, so to speak. But this kind of thoughts should not be. There should be no reason why this should happen. But again, like someone said, you are angry because it is being said. Should that be, or you should be really angry because it is their own truth? It is their own truth. And this is why you see the continuous insecurity in the country, because they will do anything to protect the cows who are supposed to be their own citizens. Of course, like they said, they're more important than any other person. They will do anything to protect them. And we don't think that this is worrisome, to say the least. There should be a national emergency called because of situations and instances like this. But of course, it's normal. We are a people where anything goes, unfortunately. And let's tell ourselves the truth. Someday, we may have to sit somewhere and discuss the future of this country genuinely and holistically look at things and say, you know what, this marriage, this protraction, and this romance isn't working, because disgusting, irritating. It is in the light of conversations like this that we begin to see how well these guys implement Sharias in their states, take VATs and taxes from other states and is shared across board by the federal government, and yet they continue to have nauseating opinion and sometimes very animalistic without apology behavior, in destruction of the same product, the same things that bring money to them, that of course they use in doing empowerment, that we see sometimes shoemaking tools, noodles making tools, wheelbarrow. This is, and the kind of leadership that the North has continued to produce. And this is again not to exempt the South from very poor, porous, and retarded leadership, but you see the North has become a huge puncture, a deflection in our acceleration to growth as a country. If Nigeria really, because all of these things, again, did not merchandise the insecurity. All of these conversations we are seeing here and there, it is because the North has refused to grow up. They've refused to grow up. You see, they still want to operate like they did in the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th century. And as a people, we've passed all of this. They have kept the people, kept the children uneducated. They refused the man that wanted to reform their marginal system. And look at what they are saying now. At this point, somebody was making an example of what happens, the picnic and all of the things that we drink is from the Netherlands. Whereas you don't see cattle or cow moving everywhere in the same Netherlands. But here, with just small money there, your hand, 60, 70, 100 million, you say, no, you should go and breed because you don't want to be responsible. So when people tell you in Nigeria to say Nigeria is the sweetest place to live, it's the sweetest place to do business, it's a situation like this, where they break laws, where there are no standards, where there are nothing, you just do it and you collect profit and put in your pocket, nothing to keep you in check. It is situations like that. So they say it is the sweetest place. Should Nigeria implement regularized laws and policies that will ensure that businesses are practicing the best of standards, many of these businesses will close up. And all of this throwing money around, the money misroad politicians and business people and entrepreneurs, they will go to hiding. Cow life, they more important than my life. Cannot be in the same country with people like this. Awabu waya.